Hey guys, Thundera here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my other videos. Today we are back in The Sims and we are building a very special house. So let's get to it. Okay, so today, the day that this video is going out is May 4th. And if you don't know, and for fans of the movies, the Star Wars movies, this is like Star Wars Day, and I'm a big fan of those movies, so I decided to build a Star Wars inspired house. And the only reason why this is Star Wars Day is because there's a saying in the movies called May the Force be with you, May 4th, May the Force. So yeah, I really like those movies, so I decided to celebrate in the best way I can this year, and that's building a house in The Sims. So this is built on the Agave Abode lot in Oasis Springs. It is a 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. However, there's an office that you'll see in a little bit. So technically it could be 2 bedrooms. It ends up being 53,461 simoleons. It will be available for download on my gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. And as you can see here, I'm just trying to use like as much of the Star Wars pack as I can. I know a lot of people don't like this pack, and I haven't really ever played around with like going to the world or anything, but I kind of really like the items from it. And I really like that I can have those items like from some of my favorite movies in The Sims. And I can have like my Sims be fans of the movies as well. It's really cool. So right now, I'm actually thinking about changing to this wallpaper from Jungle Adventure. And I actually do use this one. I just think I might use it in a different color. I'm not certain on that one. But I do give it like just a flat black roof. And I pull in like all the roof trims because I just didn't really like them sticking out like they were. And I did not feel like it fit the build. So yeah. This build kind of comes to like the outside takes me a little bit on it, but the inside kind of comes together a little bit quicker than the outside. So yeah, just trying to figure out what type of door I want in right now. And I did not actually realize when I started building this that the bottom floor is medium height and the top floor was like short wall height, but I kind of like the bottom floor being that medium wall height. It looked so much better than it being on the short wall height. So yeah. Going back to the doors though, I really wanted something that could fit in this like little area I had made. And I love the Jungle Adventure door, and I even considered making this area bigger just to have that door, but I do ultimately end up going with this one from high school years. And I believe I make it black. I don't know, just for some reason the darker tones on this house was really working for it. And I'm just going to check a few other doors just to make sure that that is the door that I want. And then out back here, I really wanted like a patio, but I didn't really want like a raised edge. So I did use these stones from Journey to Batuu, which is the Star Wars pack. And then honestly, just trying to figure out where to put some stairs and what sort of a layout I wanted. So yeah. I do end up just putting in these base game stairs, and then I kind of turn them and move them into this corner, just so they're not taking up quite as much of the house. Plus, I needed it to be able to get to the top floor, and then just kind of figuring out the layout of the top floor. I really wanted like that front room to be a bit smaller, and then the bathroom in between. So there's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, but I didn't really like this like weird looking cove, so I just made that like structural and into like a column or whatever. And then down here I put this. I was going to make this into another bedroom and have it as a 3-bedroom house, and then I put the entryway area separately. And later on in the build I kind of realized I forgot to put a bathroom downstairs, which is not really a big deal. I mean, you could just go upstairs to use the one upstairs. However, I felt like I would be better off having a bathroom downstairs, so I do make that room a little bit smaller, and I do make it into a bathroom instead of a bedroom. So, and then honestly, the windows, I just could not find one that I thought screamed Star Wars and Batuu. I usually like either the Seasons or the Cats and Dogs ones. They just weren't working for me here. I was thinking about the Eco Lifestyle ones, but again, didn't really like how they fit. And so just kept going and looking, and I ended up on these windows from high school years. I really like these. They bring in a little bit of white just as a counter color. And then just looking at some of the other colors and some of the other windows, I just tried to get it to really fit well. And then these windows are actually the ones that your Sims can sneak out of. These are not going to be functional like that on this house. You are not going to be able to use these windows to sneak out of them. I put several of them and it's just not going to happen. Because as you'll see in just a moment, I do put them on this top floor. There's no way to sneak out of it. And that's why it was orange, and I thought I had done something wrong. But then just looking again, it's like, oh, that's why. And so, yeah. And I do put them over here on this roof for a little bit, like on the front and the back. However, they do not stay because, well, you'll see when I go to do the wallpapers and stuff. There was some issues there. So, we have the layout, we have the windows, we have the door. Now we just need doors inside, so that's what I'm putting right now, and these are just base game doors. And then we need some way to get through from the archway, or an archway to get through from the entryway. And I do end up going with this one from Werewolves. It just kind of seemed the most Batu and Star Wars like. So that's where I went with that. And then putting in lights, I really saw these wall lights and I was like, ooh, let's go ahead and put out some. And I'll come back and do the rest of the lights outside later. I never do lights outside later. I always forget the outside lights. I don't know what it is. But I do end up using this light from high school years out front for this front door area. And then I actually put a back door. Right now there isn't one, but I'm about to put one. So yeah. Just looking at that and trying to figure out which type of door I wanted. I kind of wanted something a little bit bigger than what I was getting, so I did go with this door. And it's just from the base game. And again, kind of keeping with that black color scheme for the most part. And then just going to go and look for some lights for the rest of the house. I really wanted to stick to like the industrial type of lights, so I went with this one for the living room. And then I found the Batu lights, and some of them are really cool. Some of them are just way too low hanging though. So I did find this one though that was not that low hanging, and I did use that for the kitchen and the living room. And then as far as the entryway area, I do go with one from, I go with this one from the industrial loft kit, I believe it was. And then just moving those lights around. And I do add in a couple of the subtle saucer lights onto those because those were just so dark. So, and then as far as the bathroom goes, I go with this one. I believe this is from the For Rent pack. I want to say it is, but I might be wrong on that one. I just put a simple base game light in the hallway. Then as far as the bedrooms go, I put this one. I don't remember what pack that one. Okay, maybe I don't know. I put this one. I still don't remember what pack that's from, so. And then as far as the wallpaper and the flooring and everything, I was going to use some Batu, but they didn't really have any of the tiling that I liked or any flooring that I wanted for inside. So I do go with this eco lifestyle like hexagon wooden floor for the main areas of the house and the upstairs. And then this tile from the For Rent pack, I really loved it. Again, I'm trying to stick with like the darker colors, and it really just seemed to work. So I did put in that tile for the bathrooms, and I did put in this tile from Spade for the kitchen. And then as far as the rest of the house goes, it was a little bit difficult to try and figure out what color I wanted, or if I wanted a color. So I do end up going through a couple of different types, a couple of different like, okay, well, what do I want? And yeah. I do end up using this wood from Batu though, just on these two walls in the living room. I thought that would make a good excellent accent wall. And then for the rest of like the living space, I just give it the this white color from For Rent. And then this is where the roofing kind of was going a little crazy. You could tell that it was like taking over that wall when it was right up against it. So no matter what I was doing, it was going to be where it was going to take over the wall. And I was trying to figure out how do I fix that. So I did decide to lower the roof just a little bit. At least I think I lowered it. I might have heightened it. I don't know. Right now, first, I wanted to go ahead and get the wallpaper in for the two rooms. So I do go with this one from Dream Home Decorator, and then I put that like striped one. I believe that's from University. And then just going to make the other two walls white. And then, of course, I put the roof back thinking like maybe that would fix it, but no. But lowering it did fix it. So I just got rid of those two windows. That's why they don't stay, is because I did have to lower the roof. And then just to make it not look so weird up at the top, I did lower that roof as well. So yeah. So inside, just kind of trying to figure out where to start. I decided that this bathroom downstairs would be the best place. And I definitely used my fair share mix of the Seasons curtains, the Eco Lifestyle curtains, and the Movie Hangout Pack curtains, I believe they were. These are the Seasons ones in black. And then the layout of this bathroom, I was trying to figure it out because it was like, okay, well, where do I put this? Where do I put that? Because this bathroom is big enough for both a tub and a shower. But then where do I put the toilet? And then where do I put the, like, where would I put the sinks? So I'm trying this layout at first, moving the door, and then I'm like, okay, well, I can just put the sinks over here. Just put like a whole row of counters and then have a couple of sinks. And honestly, this would have been good except for the fact that I had that window back there, and I really wanted like a mirror above the sinks. So that wasn't really going to work with how I wanted it to. Plus, it was just kind of like, okay, well, where do I put stuff? And this is a pretty big counter, and it was just like, this is not going to work. So I do end up putting the tub over there, though. And then as far as the shower goes, I move it. It's going to move a couple more times. The toilet is probably going to move too. So I do end up putting out these sinks from Spa Day. I really like them. But then the only problem was I wasn't certain that your sim could actually get in the shower that way. So I did turn the shower, move the toilet. It's a lot of stuff for this bathroom. And then as far as the mirrors go, I did end up using one from, I believe it's from Growing Together. I really like this one, especially in the darker swatches. And then just going to put out some toothbrushes and toothpaste, some soap, some hand towels. Going to put out like, I think it's like some little bottles of perfume or cologne or something, or like some lotion. So just like some of those, and then going and grabbing some toilet paper. And honestly, I was like, okay, well, maybe they do need a bath mat in here because these tiles look like they might be slippery if wet. So I do put in this like round one from Cats and Dogs, and I put it under the tub as well. And then I'm going to put out some towels from the bathroom clutter kit above the tub. And I had to go brown on those just because it kind of felt like it was blending in otherwise. I did put in this plant, and I really liked it with the black and just on both sides of the tub. And really, that was all that needed. So I kind of just was like, okay, well, let's go to the entryway next, because that shouldn't be too hard. So I did find this shelf. This is from Laundry Day, and like I said, I really like going to the pre-made rooms when I'm doing an entry room and just finding the stuff I need there, because otherwise I'm not finding it. And all of this is from Laundry Day. This is a rug, a broom and like dustpan on the wall, that shelf. And I was really trying to find the one room that I usually use because it's usually at the top, but for some reason it wasn't lately. So, yeah, this room right here from Seasons. So I grabbed this shelf, the umbrella stand, the um, thermostat, that's the word, and then the decoration box. But I'm kind of thinking now, I don't know if I put in a fire alarm. I might have forgotten the fire alarm here. But yeah, this is how this room is laid out. So, and then just going to clutter up the shelf a little bit. I kind of wanted some of these boxes from Dream Home Decorator just like in this, because I feel like this person would probably have a lot of memorabilia and they're just like, just put it in a box in the entryway area because I don't have enough shelf space elsewhere for it. So yeah. Then I did want to kind of get a few Journey to Batuu stuff in here, some Star Wars stuff. I mean, this is a Star Wars fan's house. So I put out this like hourglass looking thing. And then just trying to get a few more pieces of clutter up. I really like these plants from Journey to Batuu, but yeah. I did end up putting this plant from the base game just because the Journey to Batuu ones was big. Really big. So, and then this picture kept wanting to clip to such weird places, so I just decided to put some boxes up here as well. And then just got rid of those extra things that I was using as placeholders. Moving on to the kitchen, I ended up going with these spa day counters just because I really like the stone look on the side of them. I just felt like that would fit perfectly with like the Journey to Batuu stuff, so yeah. And then just going to grab a stove and a refrigerator. I do put out the cool kitchen stove. I don't put out the cool kitchen refrigerator. I don't know why. I just put out a base game refrigerator. So, but yeah, I did change the counters to be black and white as well. And then putting out this sink. And then honestly just going to go and grab some clutter because there's no way I'm putting up upper cabinets because I got all these windows in the kitchen. But I kind of liked it, so I was going to leave it. I put out this bread box. And then a fruit bowl. I did put out some like utensils by the stove. I put out a plant. And then just going to move those into place where I want them. The other counter was getting on my nerves, so I just moved it. And then moving that utensil holder. And then this is where I bring in the curtains from Eco Lifestyle. They do clip into the counters just a little bit, but I'm okay with that. And I really liked how the yellow was brought in here. It kind of just brought in a little bit more color. So yeah. As far as the dining room table goes, I did use the one from Journey to Batuu. I really like this table. It's really cool looking. It's not going to fit in like everyday houses, but it really fit here. And then I paired it with this chair. I can't remember what pack that chair is from. It's either For Rent or City Living. So, I put out like some sliced bread, some sliced fruitcake, I think it said it was, on the table, and then just moving that table into place. Over here, I had this spot left, so I did put out this picture from the oh, I can't remember what it's called, the Crystal Creation kit? Not kit, stuff pack. It's the one that has the Geminology stuff, like where you can make all the different crystals and jewelry and stuff. So yeah. And then I really think that this sim would have a lot of pictures from the Journey to Batuu. They go there often, so they have some photos up. So I did put out some picture frames. As far as this wall behind the table though, I really wanted something, so I put out this picture from Dream Home Decorator. And it moves. It does not stay there. And then this is where I'm putting out the curtains from Movie Hangout. And I just put them out in this white. I believe later on I'll put them somewhere else in black, though. I really like how they draped across the windows, though. And then as far as the TV, I go with one from Base Game. I did think about this one from the Modern Luxe kit, but I just didn't think that the colors matched that well. I did put out a Base Game TV stand. I put out a gaming console just because I thought that it would do well. Like, this would be the house for that. And then I did put out a paranormal plant, a hanging plant. As far as this other plant goes, it is from the industrial loft kit, I believe. And then as far as the couches, I actually found one I wanted to use outside. So I put it out on the back porch. It's not going to stay there, but it was a pretty couch. And then as far as the couches inside, I do put out these. I put out 2 of these from, I'm not certain which kit that's from, but I know it's a kit because it's a purple icon. So, yeah. I put out a base game table in between them, though. And then these 2 rooms, the one room, the droid room, is from Laura Cat 8 on the gallery. The other room with the collections is from Creepy Candy. So, yeah. But I really wanted like some of the droids and some of the stuff that you could get from Journey to Batuu, so that's what I was going for. I do end up just on this table putting out like one of the little replica ships. I thought it was one of the spaceships. I thought it was the best option there. As far as artwork goes, I'll get to that in a minute. I do put out, I know that these are supposed to be toys for children and toddlers. These are like the little Ewoks, which are like my favorite characters from Star Wars. One of my dogs is named after one of the Ewoks. And then these other little things, I think they're called porgs. I'm not really a big fan of them. I didn't really like them. So, yeah. Yeah. And then I saw these like herbs, like these dried herbs and stuff from Journey to Batuu, and I really wanted to use them. So I do end up moving this picture, and I put these over here. Then I'm like, well, this picture would be perfect over here in the living room. But then I'm like, oh, I really wanted to use like this shield from this pack over on the living room. So I put that in the stairwell, and your Sims can still get up the stairs. And I put out another shield, or I guess that they're shields. They might be pieces of like a spacecraft. I don't know. They just look really cool to me. So that's where I was going. Then as far as a rug goes, I tried a couple of different ones. I was really hoping to get like maybe a little bit more color in here. And I think with the rug that I chose, I achieved that. I really think that this one from the Crystal Creations stuff pack, I believe that's what it's called, could have worked, because I do put like a lot of lunar stuff in here and a lot of moon and all of that in here. But I do decide to go with this rug from base game. I believe I sized it down and then just kind of put it in the white. And I really like how that looked. I probably should have put in the a bookcase or something downstairs, but I just didn't. So moving upstairs, we're going to start in the bathroom. And it's a small bathroom. It's got a shower, a toilet, and a sink. Nothing fancy, just something to fit your needs. It's got a lot of the same stuff as downstairs, and as you can see, I did pull out that gear pile from earlier and put it upstairs. That's where the office is going to be. Right now, I'm just going to clutter up the bathroom, much in the same way that I did downstairs, just trying to put in all the stuff, and yeah. So, moving on to the office, I really wanted the robotics station because, in my opinion, this person is like very into droids and robots, and this house is actually called Droid Dreaming. So yeah, I did put in that, and then I tried slicing down these gears, but they left a weird shadow, so I wasn't really liking them at that point, and they had to go. And then this is the seasons curtain again. I really, really like though that gold leaf type one. And I do put in a couple of droids up here. I'm like, well, maybe they made these on the robotics table. And then when I get rid of the droid room, it actually got rid of that couch. And I couldn't remember which pack it was or which couch it was. So I ended up having to get rid of it. I do put out this table from Cats and Dogs to put up a lightsaber. And I tried putting up one of these, like information tablets or whatever. But it was floating. So I just decided to put out another lightsaber. And then I got rid of this room. It was very much appreciated. If you don't know, you can always, and you want a certain something, I'd put out also this like ship. If you don't know and you want like certain collection stuff, you can always go onto the gallery, and somebody has probably uploaded it from somewhere. So yeah, I mean, people are uploading the whole collection set for you to be able to get. So it's very nice of them, and it's very much appreciated because I was not wanting to have to go search through debug for all of that. So yeah, thank you so much to those two people. I did put out a couple of pictures from that first one is from Base Game, and then over here on this wall, I put out this plant from Eco Lifestyle. It just kind of looked like it fit in this house, like really well. And then the Eco Lifestyle curtains did return up here. I really like these. And I think that all of the curtains kind of just felt right and fit together really well. So as far as up here goes, I was thinking about these curtains from growing together, but I didn't like the colorful pom-poms on them. So I do end up, I believe, using the movie hangout ones just in black this time. So, and then as far as the bed goes, I was really wanting it to be like industrial and big and everything. So I was thinking maybe the one from the industrial loft kit, but I didn't like how the light like went inside of it. So I did use the Seasons bed. And then these are Seasons nightstands, I believe. And I really like them because they kind of did give me industrial loft vibes. So, and then this lamp is from one of the kits. I'm not really certain. I'm not familiar with all the icons, so. But this wardrobe is from the industrial loft kit. So I really liked how they fit together. Just kind of trying to scoot the wardrobe and the bed both into the wall a bit, just so that your sim could get around them. And when I was playtesting, nothing that I had a concern about in this house was like, none of it was bad. All of it fit really well. So yeah, I did put out the Vintage Glamour rug, and then the Modern Luxe Kits bookshelf. And then I put out a few items from the pack, from the Journey to Batu pack. I put out a helmet and then a couple of other like artifacts or something. I'm not really certain what they are. I'm a fan of Star Wars, yes, but I'm not like a crazy fan who would know absolutely everything and what they do and what they are. I enjoy the movies. I enjoy watching them. I love the Ewoks. I like some of the characters a lot, so that's about where I end, where my fandom ends there, though. So I did put up this picture from Realm of Magic. Again, I like a lot of like the lunar stuff and all of that. And then I put out this plant item from Tiny Living. But then I really wanted some more plants up in the hallway, and I love this one from high school years. I decided to put it over here in front of this window. There was like not much room in this hallway for much of anything, so yeah. And then over on this other wall, I do put out one of the Batu plants. So yeah. On this wall, though, I was really wanting something else to represent Batu, and we really don't have many pictures or anything. I was kind of hoping for something like I really wish that with the Star Wars pack, the Journey to Batu pack, whatever you want to call it, I really wish that we had gotten some paintings and stuff. I did put out that base game painting there, and then this one here. But on this wall, I was really hoping for something more. Like, I really wish that we had gotten some pictures of some of the characters or something to put up. I do end up putting this item outside. You'll see me use that later. And then as far as this wall goes, I'm still looking. I'm still trying. I do end up putting up like one of the banners from like the Order and one from the Resistance. So they're not really on either side. They're kind of in the middle. And then I put out this rug from base game in this hallway. As far as outside these, like this like wall or whatever, it's like called See You on the Flip Side wall from the Star Wars pack. It's really cool, and I like that as like sort of a divider. So I did put that there. And then I used this base game mailbox in the black. And then it made me realize I had forgotten the trash cans inside, which I'll put out in just a minute. I'm just trying to get a walkway up. And I did make it match the back patio. And I guess I did not remember about the trash cans just yet. I know I put them at some point. Right now, I'm just going to put out some of the landscaping. I I can't believe I did the landscaping before I did the back porch, but yeah, here we are. I used a lot of the jungle adventure plants. They just kind of fit well, and I thought that they would look very deserty and kind of like they would be from Star Wars and from Batuu. So yeah, I did put out a lot of these, and I really like how it ended up looking. So, as far as the backyard goes, oh, this is where I put out the trash cans. So I did have to move like this little plant thing that I had put in just to be able to fit a trash can in. But there was enough room for both there. And then I just kind of put out a trash can around the side here. And then the back patio, I go for a grill. And this one is from Spa Day, I believe. Or no, that's the backyard pack. One of the two. I put out this Space Game picnic table. And then honestly, I kind of wanted a fire pit. So I put out this one from the Outdoor Retreat Pack. And then I really wanted to try and find that couch again, but you'll see here, I don't know. I could not find it. I thought I remembered that one being the very first swatch, but I could not find the couch that I was looking for. So I do end up going with this one, like this smaller one from the Fitness Stuff Pack. And I did not have them like snap to the fire pit. I just kind of thought it'd be nice just to be able to have it sitting there. I put out the other two plants from Batuu though that I had not used. I thought they kind of fit well. And then honestly, that was all that was really needed in my opinion. So the next thing I had to do was really just try and figure out which terrain paint I liked. And since it was in the desert and everything, it was kind of important for me to be able to like show that there was movement in the sand, but not like it was grass underneath. So that's what I did. Again though, I'm not going to make you watch all the terrain paint. You know what it looks like. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos. I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone!